Shirley Station, the jewel in the crown of the West Midlands travel network. Now, I don't think I've ever been to Wolverhampton, right? The only experience I've ever had with Wolverhampton was when I went to see Birmingham City play Wolverhampton Wanderers a few years ago. And me and a friend got chased into a furniture store at the bottom of the island. A couple of Wolves fans who just strayed, well, we were like weak antelopes that had strayed from the herd. And a couple of very angry, tattooed, pot-bellied predators came after us, fancied the chances. So yeah, we had to run into a cousin's, nearly bought a footstool. Citroen garage now. Actually, I'd rather have a footstool than a Citroen, and I've got one.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff.
Goodness me, looks like a nice place. I mean, they don't even bother checking your tickets. They're amazed that anyone's here. We're in Wolverhampton, and I've got to say, just from the opening shots out of the window, this is a dreadful, dreadful, dreadful place. I mean, the lady over the tannoy just said, if you see something that doesn't look right, where do I start? I don't know if you can see. Can you see the weed in the bottom of that canal? Doesn't look like a boat's been through that probably since the Industrial Revolution. It's the sort of water that Inspector Morse would find a body in. Although Inspector Morse obviously wouldn't be around here. Jaguar wouldn't last 5 minutes. That looks like the start, to be honest with you. There's some timing mats down there. I think that's the start. I'll have a quick look over this bridge just to see. Yeah, I'm going to film from up here, I think. Pleasant place to film. Now, I went on a website which ironically was called Interesting Canal Facts UK, and I was hoping to find a load of interesting facts about this canal stretch. Apparently there aren't any at all. But anyway, there I am, look up on the hill. I'd imagine that people are waving behind me. Yeah, dead body city here, I'm afraid. So yeah, Scott! There he is, give us a wave, there he is. Having a gentle warm-up. Or running from an assailant. There they are, there's Peter and his friends. Peter's friends, there they are.
Peter said, you're going to walk around with Pete. Out of the way.
You're out of order, you're out of order. Look what I've done all down the front of my shorts. Right, there is no disguising that. That's all down the front of my shorts. Right, that looks like I've wet myself. I have not wet myself. Hello mate. Hiya. Good morning. What am I going to do about this? I've just been for a wee and it's gone all down myself and I didn't realise. This is horrifying. How is this going to dry before I start the race? I'm going to have to try and air dry myself. I just go round and round and round like that. Just try and swoosh it about. I can't stand in there now at that race briefing. I just can't. I thought I'd have a wild wee, but I didn't notice that I was urinating down myself. So even though I'm going to say to people, look, it's not what it looks, it's exactly what it looks. I can't stand back in there now, back with Pete and his boys, and it's not going to dry. Doesn't matter how often I do this and swoosh, it's not going to dry. This could be the worst race I think I've ever run. This could be the worst thing that's ever actually happened to me. This could be. I'm in Wolverhampton and I've wet myself. Right, let's try and get some normality to it. I'm still walking up and down with my back to people that way because I'm too embarrassed by this. But let's get a bit of normality. What does Gove say? Now, it's bizarre today, right? Because although this is kind of like on the flat, Gove has gone in with a ridiculous time, right? Gove is going in with 1:22.39. I know it's flat, but that would be about a minute and a half under my best, and I'm running slower. I've gone in with 1:28 just because I thought, well, it's safer, it's not particularly ambitious, but I just want to go under 1:30. But I don't know whether that'll be possible because it's canal, it's rough. Am I going to be able to overtake people? Probably not. But Gove going in as 1:22, that's either a pity prediction or it's just being spiteful. But Gove isn't really the issue. That's the issue. It's still the issue. Now, interestingly enough, I am actually running with the elites today, right? Which is as big a surprise to me as it is to you, I would imagine. And some of them do actually look elite. They've got carbon race shoes on. I thought we're on a canal towpath. I've gone for the old white speed 4s. Some people do this in 1 hour 15. Don't ever underestimate how much people want to leave Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton's had a bit of a hard time from me this morning. Well, I've had a bit of a hard time from Wolverhampton, let's face it. It's drying off. But I did that thing where I thought, right, I'm just going to own this. And a fella Scott, who I kind of have met during running, I just fronted it straight up and said, mate, I've had a nightmare. I've kind of, I was having a wild wheel or whatever, and I didn't pull it out far enough, and just done it down myself. And he went, all right. I said, yeah, cool. It happens. What a laugh. And he's like, all right. Okay. I said, so, I have actually wet myself. It is exactly what it looks. And he went. And he went and spoke to somebody else. It's tough to take that sort of rejection. Come on, crack on and get wet.
Elites only, please. Elite ladies, elite men.
Elites. Do you hear that, Scott? Elites.
Guys, snuck in. Keep the body heating.
No one's going to want to sneak into me at the minute.
Obviously, it's a bit wet out there today, so do watch your footing. Guys, we all good? Yeah. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, go!
Right, that's it. Sometimes you get a gun, sometimes you get a whistle, sometimes you get a fella in an anorak just saying go. Doesn't matter. Right, I'm at the front of the elites. Scott's behind me. We've got a tunnel here. So tempting to just give someone a shoulder. And we're out. 13 miles of this. Not sure. Water quality hasn't improved greatly, to be honest. I think this is the famous Colsley Tunnel. Very long, apparently. And they recommended you bring a torch. Not on the famous 5. He said it's a bit slippery. Suddenly you're seeing me just the way I am. Suddenly you're feeling me, and I'm running just as fast as I can to you. Suddenly every part of me needs to know every part of you. Out. Bit of fun. Thank you. Funny some of the characters that you see. Big bloke walking about 5 dogs, struggling with them along the towpath. You know, great big t-shirt on, you know, XL bully, him and the dogs. And he got this t-shirt, it said the dog father on it. His daughter looks absolutely furious. Only about 19, 20, vulnerable age. I wish I'd got my camera out in time. Some of the graffiti is off the hook. Some guy had obviously been dangled over the side of the bridge by his ankle with his mates, because this is what he wrote. Moron. Oh, there's a heron. There's a heron. Hello, mate. Want a MARM mug? No, no one does.
Here, beside the brown, slow canal where the sluggish water drags, discarded dreams away, where old men, bored with their winter lives, throw baited nylon over the rusted guardrail and wait for hours, many not caring one way or the other.
Right. This bit is not fun. Slipping and sliding all over the place. Hoping I've gone the right way. Another tunnel. Nice bit of bridge work.
And as the rain poured down, the towpaths got slippier and slippier, and warnings weren't heeded.
So slippery.
Thank you. Oh, ah! Yeah, all right.
So slippery.
We got that on camera. I think she was saying slow, slow, slow. See, mate, did you get that? Great stuff. Now, officially, I've done this in 1:26, but it measures a bit longer. So I'm just hoping I can still get sub 1:30, which I hope I can. There we go. Thank you. Huh? Kind of, yeah. Oh, thank you. Cheers. Right, so that was, I think, 127, 128, something like that. Oh, wife's not with me today. I've come out of Wolverhampton now, we don't do that here. Oh, medium, please.
Medium.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Right, so I've just run to get here, and my train is just coming behind me now. And yeah, we're home in 20 minutes. Right, well, that was the Black Country Half Marathon, and I've now just stopped not that far from my house, so I've got off the train in good time, not too bad, And I am now just about, it is one of those things where you've got to edge out and you've got to stop 2 lanes of traffic. I'm going to be brutal, I'm going to be selfish, I'm doing it. Thank you, my friend. And thank you, my friend. Neither are friends. So yeah. So now I've got to sneak in a sausage roll into my house. When I say a sausage roll, I mean a big sausage bat that I've just bought myself. And justify to my wife why I haven't bought her one. The justification is they were £4.30. The thoughtlessness is something I've got to explain. So yeah. So look, good race. My leg's hurting where I fell over. Very nice of the gentleman who literally ran past me on that final bend, and then came back and went, "Are you all right, mate?" Yeah, I'm all right now, thanks. Wasn't when I was spread-eagled, winded on the deck, trying to carry it off as if it was, you know, just a small stumble. It wasn't a stumble, I stacked it. Made myself look a right tit. But all forgotten about now. That was number 3 of 5 in 4. The big weekend is next weekend, the double. I finished it in 1:28 and just over, which is exactly as I predicted. Gove thought I'd do it in 1:22. More for you, Gove. Now, a huge thank you to everybody who stumped in with a MARM mug. I've had a lot of messages saying when are they coming back on Vinted. I am going to release another 6 mugs on Vinted now. Get searching. And then in the last week of 5 in 4, I will release the lot. You are joking, right? You are joking. I've just stopped outside my house. I think the scaffolders are here. The scaffs are here. Terry has not called me. Oh, Jesus. Right. I'm going to squeeze through here. 2 lorries of scaffolders are here. Good God. Right, I've got big problems. I will see you next week, mamas. I haven't got a jaunty farewell for you because I owe £15,000 to Terry. See you later.